So I went out the other night and I met this guy. This was the second time meeting him. We had a few conversations here and there. But all of a sudden, he said, if I ever remarry, I'll need a prenup. No hesitation, no emotions, just terms and conditions. That's when I realized that some men are entering relationships as insurance plans, not for partnerships. And if you're not careful as a woman, you'll sign up to be his piece while he's preparing to leave you in pieces. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Miss Wangui Muithathi, your personal finance and investment coach, and welcome back to my channel. One thing that I need you to understand is that a prenup is not about you, okay? If it's a man who's handing you the prenup, it's about his fear. Here is a cold fact. According to the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers, up to 62% of attorneys report increased demand in prenups in the last 3 years, mostly by men. This is not about planning wisely. It's men planning for loss. At the same time, demanding your full emotional commitment up front. They've been betrayed, divorced, financially hit. So now they play defense. But here is the twisted part. They want love without risk. My question here is, what if you're the one who ends up emotionally bankrupt and there's no clause protecting you? Because for me, it was I couldn't believe it. Like, I didn't understand why someone would feel comfortable to talk to me about a prenup. I have a mind of my own. So if you think you have things you need to guard, I have things that I need to guard. Okay? The only advantage here is there's a clause protecting whatever it is that you want to guard, and there's no clause protecting what I want to guard. That's where I feel that's unfair. And this is where you get to know the real person, because what one protects is what they value. So in this instance, if the only thing he guards is his money, guess what that tells you? You are not the investment, his piece is, his coin is, and his what if is. And you, my dear, you become a variable, a liability. I need a prenup. Translation for that is, I trust no one, but I still need someone. That's laughable, right? But how come no one is laughing? It's not protection, it's projection. He's protecting himself from a future version of you that he doesn't even believe in. So why are you walking in with your full self when he's already half out emotionally? Why are you giving everything for nothing? And I asked myself, even if I was to get into a relationship that could lead to marriage with this man, where was my contract? Let's talk about emotional prenups. Not paper, not courts, but energetic terms. If he wants to protect his assets, then you get to protect your mind, your body, and your soul. So your emotional prenup should include therapy clauses, emotional presence guarantees, soul breach penalties, and of course, zero tolerance for things like stonewalling, gaslighting, or passive aggression. And this is because your nurturing energy as a woman is not free real estate. Your womb is not a bonus package, and your loyalty is not a default setting. You wouldn't give someone your house keys without asking about their intentions. So why are you handing over your soul? The most precious and important thing. Problem is, emotional labor has no legal tender, but the unfortunate part is it costs you everything. Let me give you a brutal data point. One psychologist, Dr. Susan, identified that women carry up to 75% of the emotional burden in long-term relationships. And this is without acknowledgement or reciprocation. You cook the peace, hold the home, carry the children, regulate the moods, all unpaid and unwritten. And at the same time, unprotected. A prenup covers money. Who gets to cover your mental health after years of emotional neglect? Do you even ask yourself these kinds of questions? If he hurts you in ways that the law can't see, but your spirit feels, who pays for the damage? What I need you to understand as a woman out there is the transactional man is already half loving you. Okay? A man can't be intelligent, successful, rich, and still emotionally bankrupt. And these men, they think providing replaces protecting emotionally. So they reduce love to a ledger and they measure affection by ROI, return on investment. You'd be very foolish to be in a relationship with such a person, because by all means, you've already lost. You lost even before you started. Why? Because you choose to walk in blindly. But you want to know what real love is? Real love doesn't start with, in case this fails. Because when someone hands you a prenup, they're telling you, I'm starting this with, in case this fails, I want to be safe, blah, blah, whatever. Okay? Real love starts with, I will build with you like it's permanent. You think you're loving a man, but you're simply negotiating with a gatekeeper. Woe unto you. Let's talk about what the emotional prenup actually does. First of all, it doesn't make you bitter. It makes you discerning. And people don't like that at all. Okay? Especially the people who are ready or willing to hand you or talk to you about a prenup. So, by defining your emotional boundaries earlier on, you get to filter out some of these things. One, men who want access without effort. Two, men who see you as a soft landing, not a sacred partner. And three, men who will only protect their wallet and gamble with your well-being. So when you carry your emotional prenup in your spirit, you walk differently. You'll be able to even speak clearer. Okay? Finally, you'll be able to attract partners, not predators. And the ones who walk away just because you simply asked for respect, let them go. You know, good riddance to bad rubbish. They just saved you from years and years of spiritual debt. So do well to protect more than just your womb. And this is because I'm sure you've heard and you've seen men out here are allowed to guard their wallets, to guard their finances. You, on the other hand, are allowed to guard your soul. Actually, it's your responsibility to guard your soul. So if he wants a prenup for his finances and assets, well and good. But you also bring up one for your emotions, your spirit, and your peace. You're not here to be understood later. You're here to be honored now, because you don't just bring a body. You bring legacy, vision, nurture, and power. It's quite unfortunate that some women out here don't know how much power they have. That right there just saddens me. But one woman at a time, we try and open each other's eyes. And if he can't protect you or your spirit with the same urgency he protects his money, he's not building a home. He's managing an investment. So let him walk. Let the cold ones stay cold. You protect your fire. Let them guard their bank accounts, real estates, shares, and pensions. But you should be bold enough to demand a prenup for what it is that they intend to take from you. If not, then you go into it as a business. Okay? Naturally, women, we are emotional beings. Okay? I might have finances, but the best thing I can give are my emotions. So if you feel you want to protect your finances, well, I'm good. I'll protect my emotions. Don't expect any of it. Let's get into this relationship or marriage as a business. If you don't like it, too bad. And this is because whether they choose to see it or not, there are things that they expect from you as a woman. And these are often the most precious, the most invisible, and as I said, the most unprotected. Thus, respect, appreciation, emotional connection, understanding, honesty, trustworthiness, companionship, shared joy, kindness, compassion, independence, self-sufficiency, physical attraction, intimacy, and above all, support for his ambition. He wants all that, but offers a prenup to guard his money. My dear, you are the wealth. You are the investment. Those are the currencies that make you wealthy as a woman. And they are not for free. You give, you nurture, you hold space. Sometimes too silently. But now, do me, I do you. You want peace? I need presence. You want trust? I need emotional intelligence. You want loyalty? I need security. You want submission? I need support. This has always been and will always be a two-way mirror. Okay? But woman, it can only be a two-way mirror if you stand your ground. Okay? We protect each other or we don't belong to each other. So, know your power, woman. And more importantly, learn how to use it. Don't just sit on your power. Otherwise, it won't help you. Use your voice. Use your boundaries. Use your discernment. Not to build walls, but to help you build real partnerships. Speak out. No more silence just to be chosen. No more giving endlessly just to be kept. Let's mirror each other. Reflect each other's efforts, presence, and protection. That's not extreme. That's not emotional. That's fair. Because money lost can be earned again. But your time, your energy, your softness, your youthfulness, and spark, once it's gone forever. You can never get them back. Protect it like they protect the bank accounts. Not out of fear, but out of self-respect. And let that man know that if you bring me a prenup, I bring an energetic contract. And he won't like it. You go ahead and guard your assets. I guard my soul and everything in it. I am Miss Wangui Muithathi, and I'll see you in my next video.